with the Titans. As the last Titan fell, he swore a curse on the gods. And when his blood struck the sea, the giants were born.
The rumors are true. An army from the east descends upon us. This enemy is unlike anything we've ever seen before.
By the god. Cool, so today we're going to review The Blood of Zeus. Spoiler free. Quick overview of the plot. It's all about ancient Greek mythology, Zeus, and in particular Heron and his story as one of Zeus's demigod sons, one of the mortal borns. Start with the plot as a rating. I have to say I love this story. It's, first of all, the plot is not a light plot. I mean, from episode 1, you got people being decapitated, blood and guts, everything, guys being smited or smitten, whatever you want to call it, by lightning. The plot has lots of different characters. He has a few good significant characters, including the gods of Olympus, Heron himself. Kind of like the main villains is like an anti-villain. He's someone you can connect with as well. The plot isn't very basic. It has a few things to it that you probably won't be able to guess or figure out unless you already know a lot about Greek mythology. But even if you do, I feel like these directors, they had their own twist on the story. So out of 10, I would give the plot probably like a 9. To be honest, it has everything in it. It's got a bit of love in it. It has romance. It has death. It has frenemies. It has, I don't know what you call family that are enemies, families or whatever. I don't know. So what do we have? What did I say? Romance. We have war, action, frenemies, good turn bad, bad turn good. What else do we have? Character development. We've got some good character development from the main character, even some different parts of character development from some of the supporting characters. So I'll give the plot an 8 out of 10. For anyone that likes a gory story with heart, I can say this is definitely for you. It's not just blood and guts being spilled 24/7, and it's not just Aphrodite, and it's a good balance of intense action, strong emotions, and it's very relatable. You've got like cheating spouses, what do you even call it? You've got single parent families. You got of course the spirituality in it, being Greek mythology. Has a few different key things in the plot that I feel like any anime lover will really love this one. Music. To be fair, this series didn't have a lot of music for me to remember. Let me double check. Okay, so I'm on Netflix right now, and I don't know if you can see the reflection in my glasses, but I'm looking at some of these the episode breakdowns just to remind myself of the plot. I only watched it a few days ago, but yeah, the music wise, music and audio, it uses, orchestral stuff, typical epicness, use it very well in the right scenes. There wasn't any music in particular that had me like, yeah, I'd add that to my playlist. For example, Tower of God, like some of the music in that just felt kind of euphoric. What else do I have? So yeah, that's plot, that's music. The cast, the characters were very good. Yeah, just a bit more on the plot. it moves around a lot, so we have the characters going different places to as the story progresses, some back and forth. So I like that part of it. Sometimes in series, movies, anime, whatever, once you leave a certain place you never really return to it. But in Blood of Zeus we return to a few different key places, and it revisits it in a fresh way so that it makes sense of why we're back there, so you don't really get bored. Also, speaking of being bored, I finished this whole thing in like one evening, and this is 8 episodes. So it was really entertaining. It kept me focused. There were a lot of things happening. I was never bored at any point. Next one up, we have the voice acting. The voice acting, I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. The voices just suited all the characters. Yeah, simple. When you get voice acting right, it really comes off. It makes everything more believable. You can really feel everything from Heron when he's going through certain situations. From just good acting. Good acting is good acting. Good voice acting is good voice acting. Just feeling the emotions of what they're trying to portray at that time. So I give that an 8 out of 10 as well. But the art and animation. So the biggest thing about this art and animation is that it kind of reminds me of, I'll say, more Western style. I wouldn't, if I saw this, I wouldn't straight up tell you it's Japanese anime. So maybe I'll give you guys some more research into the art and animation of this. But it does remind me more of, if anyone's into Marvel and DC animated films, it reminds me of those. What else could it remind me of? To the Abandoned Beast, to the Abandoned Sacred Beast, it reminds me of that. So art and animation. Everyone listen, I love this anime. I'll have to give it about I'll probably say 7. Because I'll tell you guys my ratings. My 10, I do everything out of 10. So of course people always complain about giving things perfect scores. I feel more relaxed to give this art like a 7. I love straight up Japanese animation, just the clean, just how they do their thing, man. But yeah, this animation is a different style. Yes, so now I've done a bit of research. By the way, the animation reminds me of Castlevania, another series that I completely love on this thing. But it says here that Blood of Zeus, formerly known as Gods and Heroes, is an American adult animated television series created by Charlie and Vlas Parlapanidis. Parlapanidis. Sorry if I butchered your names. So it's an American animation. Regardless, I still love it. It was a great show. This has a summary, lots of different characters and factors in the plot to make up the whole story. A lot of people contributed. A lot of people did different things. It wasn't just following the main character around the whole time. Music wise, I'll say they used the music effectively. It's not like I watched the series thinking about more music. It's just in the moments where there was music, it was used really well. Art and animation, for me personally, that was the weak, I wouldn't say weakest, but that's the part I admired the least about Blood of Zeus, was the art style. Voice acting, very good. It carried off the whole show. Of course, with these characters, they have to give off a kind of eloquence, that kind of old school vibe, old school, Greek Roman type vibe. But all in all, I recommend Blood of Zeus to anybody, that likes anime, anyone that likes any American animation. If you like Marvel and DC animated films, if you like Castlevania, if you like anime, if you like Baki, then I would say definitely watch this show. For example, Baki lovers, if you love gore, this show was going crazy. Like I said in the beginning of the video, heads getting spun left and right, lightning bolts crashing through flesh left and right, guys' necks getting bust open with knives. This was a very good series, and yeah, I recommend it for everyone. Netflix, Charles and Vlas, well done, because I enjoyed it, and I'm here waiting for season 2. Up top.